What's going on, Broncos country? How y'all doing? It's your boy, Dude the Bronco, back with another episode of Everything Broncos. Um, as we all know that the Denver Broncos now have the 12th pick in the NFL draft, 2024 NFL draft. Um, they're going to be a bunch of quarterbacks there, and some of them probably is going to be out of the Broncos' reach. So this is what I'm here, let y'all know who is probably going to be, who is most likely and probably going to be in the Broncos within the reach of the Denver Broncos. And then, the draft is really kind of so hard to predict with these quarterbacks because you remember last year Will Levis was projected to go high in the first round, and he fell all the way to like mid late second round. That's when the Tennessee Titans took him. So who knows who's to say that Khalid Williams or Drake May don't fall, right? But right now we just got to go with with the projections that's being projected right now. So as of right now, you got Khalid Williams. He's supposed to be going number one to the Chicago Bears, but nobody knows what the Bears are going to do right now with their QB situation, which Justin Fields has improved gratefully and mightily in 2023. And towards the end, you know, he showed signs of, looking good, like able to be a franchise quarterback. But who knows? Like Ryan Poles didn't draft Justin Fields, right? So they still got the head coach. They kept Matt Eberflush, but Ryan Poles might be like, we gave it a try. I tried to put more people, more receivers around him, give him a good run game, and you know now it's time for me to go get my guy, right? That's what Ryan Poles is probably thinking, right? Could be thinking, but nobody knows what's still going to happen in and when it comes to the actual draft, right? So we'll just have to see whether you know they find a taker for Justin Fields or what. Because I don't think they just would outright release Justin Fields, right? They probably would have to find a trade partner, you know. And then there's a lot of QB needy teams, such as the Denver Broncos, the New England Patriots, and you know Washington Commanders and Atlanta Falcons are QB needy teams that might be willing to trade for Justin Fields. So that's just another dilemma that we just gotta watch for. And I will be here bringing y'all the news draft day. I will, and I think I got a little bit more better from last year's draft because I wasn't really doing nothing, just really fascinated watching the TV. I was saying little things, but I think I'm more equipped to do a mock draft party this year. And now number two, we got Drake May. He's another one that's projected to go number two to Washington because they have the number two pick this year. So we know they need a new quarterback. They got new ownership. They just hired a new GM and Adam Peters. He's gonna want to start his general manager tenure off right. He wanna get the Washington Commanders back on track. So we know he's probably gonna draft a QB. And then, you know, Jaden Daniels, QB out of LSU, he just suddenly just rose up the board, right? He just suddenly rose up the draft board, right? Now everybody talking about him, like, and like Mel Kiper on his big board, he got him ranked 11th. You know what I mean? He got Jaden Daniels ranked 11th on his big board, and he's projected to go to New England. So now that's the one, two, three quarterbacks, right? Now this is where it kind of gets dicey. From here to seven, I'm gonna do these seven quarterbacks. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about them. The first one is Michael Penix Jr., quarterback out of Washington. And wow, he's he's fascinating. He fascinates me because he's a left-handed quarterback. He does everything backwards, just like a boxer that's like southpaw. They lefties, right? They do everything backwards. That's kind of real funny, but I would kind of like to see a left-handed quarterback in the NFL. You know what I mean? I really would love to see a left-handed quarterback in the NFL. You know what I mean? So Michael Penix, you know what I mean? He's good with the football, man. He can make every throw. He's accurate. You know what I mean? He uh, he has good arm talent. He can move in and out the pocket, and he can scramble a little bit. But I think he's more so a pocket quarterback. You know what I mean? That could really sling the ball. You know what I mean? Known like a gunslinger, somewhat like how Brett Favre. You know what I mean? Brett Favre was, but he's good. He didn't look good in that national championship game right against Michigan. Right now, he really couldn't do nothing up against Michigan. But we got to understand Michigan was a powerhouse, right? Michigan, Jim Harbaugh had them boys ready to play. Them boys came to play for him because they know that it's a chance that he comes to the NFL. You feel me? And I really hope he doesn't, you know, come to the NFL. Really don't. Yeah, I really hope he doesn't come to the NFL. Well, he's gonna come to the NFL, but I hope he don't take the Los Angeles Chargers job. You know what I mean? I really don't. But Sean Payton is not afraid of nobody. He's a future Hall of Fame head coach. That's competition, right? That's just gonna make the Broncos better. You know what I mean? It's gonna make bunch of people better. That's what it does. So everybody loves competition. So that's like Michael Penix. He's he can light up the scoreboard. He can make every throw to all sides of the field. And of course, Sean Payton is looking for somebody that could throw the ball, down the middle of the field. So that's something Russell Wilson couldn't do. You know what I mean? He had problems of doing that in his career. Why? Because he's a small quarterback. He's a short quarterback. He can't see over the offensive line, so he has to scramble out the pocket. He has to do all this. He has to do all this and scramble so he can make things happen. And Russell Wilson is one of the best at making things happen. For real, he is. And I'm like, wow, he's like one of the best at making things happen. And look, he led a lot of fourth quarter comebacks this year, and just couldn't do it against. They couldn't do it against New England on Christmas Eve. Russell brought them back, but they couldn't finish, and brought them back against the Houston Texans. but they just couldn't finish. Is that Russ' fault? I don't think so. But you know, NFL insider uh, with news to this is very close with Sean Payton, and he said that Sean Payton never really liked Russell Wilson, and I could believe that. He just took the job because probably, Greg Penner said, just try it for a year. You're not tied to Russell. You know what I mean? And he wasn't. So he tried to make it work. I don't I don't think it did. You can see when he did that, yeah, that rush on the sideline. That was like kind of crazy right there, right? Yeah. If it was any other quarterback, though, that was like somebody that was kind of about it too, had like a little bit of dog in them, right? It would have said something back to Sean. Yeah, that it could have blew up. He just lucky that Russ is not that like rah rah type of guy. So now we gonna get on the Bo Nix. You know what I mean? Bo Nix. I like Bo Nix. That's who I'm rooting for the Broncos to draft. It's Bo Nix. You know what I mean? Mel Kiper got him ranked 22nd on his big board. Wow. Wow. And like, since Bo Nix transferred from Auburn to Oregon, he's a totally different quarterback. You know what I mean? Like in Auburn, you're like, oh no, oh hell no, y'all keep him. Nobody want him. Hope he don't enter the draft. But he went to Auburn. He transferred from Auburn to go to Oregon, so he could learn under somebody else better tutelage to get him NFL ready. You know what I mean? And Nick, he's another one, and he's also a dual threat athlete. You feel me? He's also a dual threat athlete that can make things happen with his feet and his arm as well. And he also can make every throw that needs to be, especially the ones over the middle of the field and intermediate areas of the field. And he's slinging. You know what I mean? And I've been looking at a lot of draft boards, right? A lot of people got Bo Nix in their mock drafts already mocking him to the Broncos. That's something to pay attention to, right? Because people just ain't doing that to do that, right? It's a reason. It definitely needs a quarterback. But who knows? Will Sean Payton just try to draft his guy? Or will he just go after one of them retreads like Jameis Winston or Teddy Bridgewater retirement, but somebody like that, like Jameis Winston or somebody who because look, Jarrett Stidham is not cutting it at the quarterback position. I mean, we had two sample size games of Bo Nix. We did have two nice sample size of Bo. Not Bo Nix. I mean Jarrett Stidham. You know, I don't want to see Jarrett Stidham. He's a backup for a reason, man. You know what I mean? People are backup for a reason. You know what I mean? Jarrett Stidham never was a starting quarterback in this league. Jameis Winston was. That was the difference. So, but I'm liking Bo Nix. Excuse me. I like Bo Nix. And he has legitimate arm strength. You know what I mean? He could do what he needs to do. He could lead the team. He could lead the team. And I like Bo Nix. And now, okay, we get into the fun things. we really get into the fun, the real fun, and the real groove of things. Now, that six got J.J. McCarthy out of Michigan. Whoa, whoa. Mel Kiper has him ranked low on the big board. Have him has J.J. McCarthy ranked 57th. Whoa, right? That's like up there. That's a little more than middle of the pack. 57, right? Means you're hitting 60s, right? You're three, you're three, whatever it is, away from rankings away from 60. Wow. But McCarthy has the arm talent to succeed in the NFL. He does, and he can make the throw at every level of the field in the NFL, right? But this is my thing. I don't think J.J. McCarthy is Sean Payton's type of quarterback. And I say that to say this. He's a poor man's Russell Wilson. And Sean Payton hates Russell Wilson that much. I don't think he would like J.J. McCarthy because J.J. McCarthy will remind him of Russell Wilson. All right, J.J. McCarthy will remind him of Russell Wilson. Now, this is something to watch for. Now, the Las Vegas Raiders already named Antonio Pierce the head coach. You know what I mean? He took the interim tag off and just named him, the head coach of the Raiders. The players was pulling for him that much. And congratulations, Antonio, for getting the job. Just not against the Denver Broncos, not when you play the Denver Broncos, right? All the luck in the world, unless you play the Broncos. But Jim Harbaugh has stated, like, if he was going to be the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, he was going to draft J.J. McCarthy, right? So now that's to be said, like, if he gets that Atlanta Falcons job, right? Because he was interviewing for the Atlanta Falcons job. Now I think that's up for grabs between him and Bill Belichick. And I think Bill Belichick has only interviewed for that one head coaching gig, and that was Atlanta. You know what I mean? So I think Bill Belichick ends up getting that, and I think Jim Harbaugh gets the Chargers job, which I hate. But Sean Payton likes competition, and the Broncos is going to be a whole different team. They're going to have to toughen up. You know what I mean? They're going to have to get tougher up in that front seven. You know what I mean? It's going to look different come September. Come the first game of the season. Maybe it's going to look different in preseason. It's going to look totally different. You know what I mean? But that's J.J. McCarthy's comp. And wow, got one more for you right here. And that's this dude right here, Michael Pratt, quarterback out of Tulane. He's kind of intrigued by. I've been watching mock drafts, right? I've been watching other people's mock drafts. I do mock drafts too. I gotta learn how to do picture-in-picture videos. And I'm gonna study up on that all this week till I figure it out. But when, but once I do that, I might even do it before I find out um, how to do picture-in-picture videos. I could just do a mark and read them off to y'all like I'm doing now, and then just break it down. So that might be coming this week because I'm gonna do a mock draft after today's game, and then I'm also gonna do a video of the games, the playoff games from yesterday. I will do that sometime today, probably. Yeah, probably sometime today because the games don't start till 3, right? Now, uh, more on Michael Pratt out of Tulane. Like I said, he's been marked to the Broncos a lot. You know what I mean? He's been marked really to the Denver Broncos a lot. Yeah, a lot. And, he uh, he earned a 79.7 PFF grade in 23, completing 185 of 283 attempts, 2,405 yards, 22 touchdowns, and just 5 interceptions. Right. They said this was his best year in 2023. You know what I mean? He had a record career best marks in big time throws, which is 19, uh, and big time throw rate 6.5 and a half this past season. But he more than doubled his turnover worthy play rate from 22 to 23. You know what I mean? So, in other words, he's improved a lot. You know what I mean? He improved a lot. So, I can see why they marking him to Denver. And he might be a Sean Payton type of quarterback because he's another one who can make all the throws. He has the arm strength and the arm talent to do that. Wow. Ain't that something? And, right now I'm just playing the wait and see game. See what they do. The draft is what? A couple months away, say what? About say about we got another week and a half in January, so January is almost over. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see. And gonna end this y'all with my hot salute. Go Broncos.